Hi, I'm Jake Toohey, Senior Digital Consultant at Adage Technologies. And today we're talking about silos. Most companies deal with silo issues, and associations are some of the biggest offenders. So, what do we mean by silos? There are usually 5 different types of silos, and the most obvious are departmental silos. Departments often are in their own world, don't talk to each other, so goals and information are not shared. And that leads to data silos. Data silos happen when systems are not integrated and each system data is not shared across platforms, like not having a single sign on and members then having to keep signing into different websites to access the information that they're looking for. Now, channel silos happen when different departments or technology systems are not integrated and don't offer the member a seamless experience. Think of if an e-commerce store wasn't in sync with the fulfillment center and members buy things that are not available. And then there's transfer or handoff silos, and that happens when departments blame each other for their member issues. So if you've ever been told that's not my job by someone you were trying to buy from, or you were talking to or engaging with, then you know what I'm talking about. And when departments don't communicate and therefore don't know what stage of the relationship the member is in, so communications are not in line with their member journey, that's what we call user phase silos. So how does this happen? Think about all of your departments in your organization. You probably have membership, advocacy, publishing, certifications, education, sales and marketing, IT, and maybe donations. And these are all silos. And I just talked about different kinds of data silos. So just a few examples are your AMS with your member data, your website for user data, commerce or your store for buyer data. Events will hold your attendee data. And then a great source of data is your customer service department. They're the ones who hear most of the complaints from your members or your users. Now, associations often look at their AMS as a single source of truth. Some studies show that 2 to 20% of your data is actually in the AMS. This diagram shows some other sources of data that may be ignored when you operate with this mentality. I like to show this example of how your silos are probably manifested in your website architecture and design, with each department getting their own piece of the navigation, even though it's almost certainly not what your members and users want. So what do we have to do? We need to break these silos down. And how do we do that? We need to break the model and create a cross-functional teams that communicate and work with each other to share goals, plans, and most importantly, serve the mission of your organization. Similarly, we need to consolidate data into one place and integrate our systems so that member communication is seamless and thus more engaging. So thanks for joining me today to talk about silos, and we'll see you next time.